Uh, Let us say, I would give you a typical example of a person who has decided to do sea diving for pearls. He wants to do deep sea diving for pearls. So now what all does he need to do? The first thing he would need to do is research, and that is that he would have to find out where the best pearls available, how deep is the sea in that particular area, does he need to take any licenses or permissions, does he need to pay any royalties, um, and things like that. Then the next the aspect that he would need to learn about is education. If he has no knowledge about pearls, then he has to find out. He has to learn and educate himself about what are the different qualities of pearls, what are the grades, what is the price it would fetch, and things like that. He would need the product knowledge. The third thing he would need to do is train himself, because he needs the training to be able to do deep sea diving. He needs to train himself to take care of different dangerous situations in deep sea. He needs to be an excellent swimmer. He needs to probably even learn how to use a motorboat. So these are the three couple of things that he would need for training. Then he needs the next thing that he would need is location, of course. Now in his case, the location is the motorboat where he would conduct his activities. And the next would be marketing. So once he has been able to, say, accumulate pearls, he has been able to get all the pearls that he needs to sell them. So where does he sell them? What is the best price he can get? And how does he grade them? And what price he could get, or whether he can export the same. So these are some of the questions that he would probably need to answer while making his business plan. Besides marketing, then he needs to know what is the equipment and tools he will need. So in his case, it would mean that he would have to probably have a motorboat or hire one. He would probably have to get a skin diving suit, a spear gun. Supposing he was to go underneath and he was to be attacked by sharks or electric eels or whatever. So he needs to equip himself for that too. Then he needs human resources. He needs people to attend to him with him at the sea in the boat. He needs people to work for him in the office, in the administration, for selling, for networking. He needs people for that so that he can be successful. Then he needs what is the investment he needs to do? How much is the money he needs to use for being able to buy all this equipment and pay for all the services? Then he needs, and where does he get the money from? So he has to probably, if he doesn't have his own resources, he has to probably borrow from a bank. What is the profits he would make? Does he make enough profits after paying for the loan or interest, rent, and pays resources and the employees' salaries and other expenses? And the last, of course, is the risks he would take, because it is a risky business. I mean, he needs to decide whether he would want to do it, even in spite of its being dangerous to life. So in a nutshell, these are the 8 to 10 different areas which normally when you make a business plan, you need to sort of identify, thrash it out, evaluate to ensure that you are going in the right direction. In your case, when we are looking at a business which is meant for visually challenged, there are a lot of adjustments that we need to do. There are some challenges also which one has to face, because often things independently, even in my case, I mean, I needed sighted help and I was lucky that I had my daughter. It is very important. For example, can be a small example, like and you get out of one destination, you are at the mercy of those auto rickshaw fellows. I have in Shankar, 4 years ago, presentation he had to make, kept in circles of Delhi for 3 hours. Problem it can be, you know, it's tough. Supposing you are looking into doing a technical job, then those technical aspects you need help, sighted help to do technical tasks for you. In case you have to visit a customer, going there, one thing, and then entering the office, it's if you have to fumble and go and then look around for a chair for yourself and then talk to him. I mean, there are these embarrassing situations. Or for example, a contract. then you need someone to read it for you, because so that's of course where assistive technology comes to your rescue. It certainly helps you. I would now like to ask you all as to which one of you would be interested in going for business, or let me put it this way, how many of you want to make money? It looks like everybody. Yeah, but then you have to work for it. Okay, so I would need to ask you, maybe we can come up with some new innovative ideas. See, the key to success to any business is that you got to be innovative. You got to have something new. You got to, and then the thing is, you can only be working hard towards it provided you are pursuing a job or a business which you like doing. If you enjoy doing the work, you will not get tired, and the work is no more work, it is fun. So you're enjoying yourself while you're working, and that's the secret of success, which one needs to look at. Because if you enjoy it, you don't get tired, you can put in long hours, and that's the kind of thing that you need to take care of. So now what we would do is, I would like to ask, what can tell me what is your best pastime? Maybe we can think of some business for you. Anybody? You can start telling me from the right here. Yeah, somebody told me you. Is that right?
What? I'm looking at for various softwares, just browsing through net and just getting into new program. I like programming, and also I like to
excellent,
study
excellent.
that.
So you could probability tester or software or some of the companies to make JAWS accessible, because there are a lot of these software companies who are able to do that kind of job. So that you could probably offer your services and do some business there.
Companies are looking out for it.
That of course, see, the thing, that's where the research comes in, no? Yeah, you need, I mean, to do any activity, you have to work towards it. You have to do your research, and then only you can go ahead with your business plan. The lady who said just now, she prefers to do internet. So go on the internet all the time. Well, maybe you can think of doing some internet related profession or job business. How about starting a .com company? Maybe for marriages or yeah, okay. How about doing your, what you call that, placement agencies like Naukri.com, something like that, or maybe the horoscope preparation, or maybe ticket booking or travel for that matter. You could do those kind of jobs also, because you love being on the net, so that's something you can do. Yes, come again.
Designing?
Website designing, sure. Why not? That's also becoming very popular, and a lot of people would like to. You can take assignments and do website designs. Why
These
not?
days using Notepad, etc.
It is possible. Yes. Of course, we even visually challenged are able to do web
Huh.
designing. No problem. That's enough support available for that. Yes. Somebody else? Pastime? Reading? Then you know what you can do? And I have a novel idea for you. You can do audit of sound recordings. Editing of sound recordings. Can you do that? You can. JAWS, SoundForge, Cakewalk, there are a couple of these programs. So you can, since you enjoy listening to music all the time, then it's something that you would love to do continuously, right? Yeah, that is another job business you can offer. Yes.
Yeah, I love to talk to people, explore them. I mean, explore their interests, explore new places, and do all the fun-filled things.
Good, wonderful. Yeah. So communications is something that you enjoy doing. Yes. No. That is, call centers is good, but then that's big business. Yeah. And no, it's big business. I mean, it needs a lot of investment, and it's not something that you can walk into right away unless you have the kind of contacts and resources. So maybe you can think of doing that one day, but
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's outsource Ekinat.
You know what? I think you should do catering service.
Okay. Ram, I really like, I like to meet people,
Uh-huh.
and it is, I believe I'm good in networking of people. I can put you in touch with anyone. If
Yeah,
need
so-
comes, I can get things done.
Right, right. So basically, networking is your this thing core skills, right? Yeah. So maybe you can. Yes.
And possibly would have business acumen to do the business.
Mm-hmm.
लेकिन sir finance कौन देगा? I mean, you just
See-
said if you don't have a finance, you can't do the business. But I
No,
don't.
but
I
then you
disagree.
see, you need to source them out. You
Then I
can
think
have
I'll-
friends and relatives, or you can also.
I can
have to-
convince you. I think I think so later.
नहीं, adding to this on a serious question ki financial support like loans and all those things, if you can add to this
Uh-huh.
to start a business,
Yes.
you can apply for the loan, or how we can
Yes,
get the
you
financial
can. See,
support.
the thing is that is the kind of skills you need, or then you need a mentor to help you, because starting off a business, generally there are so many big question marks, and very often it's always good to have a mentor to help you, to guide you. So say like preparation of an application to a bank for funding, then you got to be convinced about your project. If you yourself are convinced, then only you can convince the bank, okay, that this is a lucrative project and you are bound to make money, and their money is safe. So that is important. So I think once you are able to do that, nowadays the banks, they keep calling you at home and saying, you want 10 lakhs? You want 10 lakhs? Maybe you can tell them, yeah, I want them, but I won't give it back.
Hi sir, I'm Prashant here.
Yes, Vishal.
My favorite time pass is playing the computers game and all. And I want to ask you one basic question regarding to the some person started their business on very small case like Dhirubhai Ambani and all, but they achieved more success. So is there any basic strategy in this business, like what was the key? Yeah, right, Rahul.
See, the thing is, a key to any business, basically, like I was telling you, you first of all, so you do need to have these basic qualifications and skills of being able to have a situation like organizing skills, decision-making skills, talking skills, listening skills, networking skills. I mean, there are a whole series of different kinds of skills that one needs to develop. And then only he can become what Dhirubhai was. Anybody else can also be there, but then you need luck also, you need these skills also. I mean, it's both. So one has to be able to do that. See, he was a mastermind because he was able to handle people. He was able to network. He was able to get people to listen to him and agree to his way of thinking. He hired the best amount of people and give them put them on the top and let them work for him. You see, not necessarily that he knew everything. What he did was he pulled up people from different companies who are the best in that field, and he employed them at a higher salary. And then he made them work and make them work for him, and then get the best results. So there is a lot of things that have gone in his life and which way he was successful. I mean, it's interesting to read about him. Yes.
We have 2 more questions and then we'll have to break.
Right. Okay. So, yeah.
I have a question. A
Tell
lot of books are out in the market
Yes.
which the visually impaired people cannot read.
Yes.
Would it be viable to put them into a cassette or a disc form
Into
as a
a-
business? Into a audio form?
Yeah,
where
why
they
not?
can hear the
Certainly, there
latest
are.
novels, the latest...
Yes, there is. Like, that is also one of the activities you could do. Like, convert printed text into audio form or digital form and make them available in CDs. But then about the copyright, that is what I was just going to come to. So that is an issue there. But Yes, one can certainly do that. Maybe you can even convert it into Braille by having somebody can even look at setting up a Braille transcription center. Just convert and give books to the blind, whoever needs, on a demand basis. Yeah. So yes.
I have
One
my
last question.
yeah, I have my last question. The question is, sir, besides you, do you know anyone in India who is self-employed and visually challenged?
Well, I have Sushmita here in your own crowd. She is visually challenged and she is running her own teaching computer training institute. So,
Besides her?
other than that, as a business, yeah, there are a number of instances. I'm not be able to cite all of them. We have people like we have Hasmukh Bhai who's been selling greeting cards in Colaba for a long time. He has been one who is really, it's been a challenging task for him. He has done that. I know people who are setting up communication centers. In Pune, there's somebody who's running a communication center. There are others who are doing this sound editing, which I was telling you. One, Mr. Raju Taru in Pune. He's doing sound editing. So as a business. Then there are, let me see, yeah. Yeah, and I have one amazing lady. She's running an engineering factory in Coimbatore. She's visually challenged in industry. So you can also look at setting up your own factory. No problem. It can be done. You know, like say, I mean, a simple example I can give you. If suppose you want to set up a factory of say making bottle covers. Bottle covers, you have one plastic molding injection machine, and you can make the dies and then go ahead and get the design approved from say maybe Parley Products or some of these bottling companies and get a big contract from them. So that's one of the other. So there, see, the sky is the limit. I mean, there is absolutely a very, very large amount of options available for you. It really depends on your own ability, your own skills, your own perseverance, your likings, and of course, your own ideas and innovations. So
Adding one or two more name, Mr. Vikram Dalmia, who is having the dealership of petrol pump, and
yes,
so
yeah.
Mr. Gabriel. So dealership can be
Yeah,
one of the
that way-
self-employment
that,
options.
of course. I mean, I have Mr. Dilip Loyalka. He is running his own petrol pump in Calcutta. So there are many instances of people who doing. Oh yeah, Pavan is in Jogeshwari. He's I think Rajeshwari. Yeah, Vasai. He is running his own hotel resort. So there are many such instances. So I mean, even